Excuse my heavy mouth breathing. Can't. Hello, my name is Bodhi and I'm on a mission to lose 20 kilograms. After years of trying to lose weight, spending my entire life going up and down, losing weight, gaining weight, I've decided to document this process and put it out to the world. So if the sheer willpower won't do it for me, maybe the embarrassment will. To kick this whole thing off, we are starting with a 2-week challenge of doing 10,000 steps a day. So I've decided to go with a 2-week challenge because this is a kind of safe spot for me, I feel. It's not too long where I'm like, this challenge is never gonna end. Failure is imminent, but it's long enough that if I start enjoying it, it can potentially turn into a habit for me and I can keep it going, for however long, forever, ideally. So before I started this challenge, I had a quick look at my phone just to see how many steps I was getting a day. And I was getting around 1,000 to 2,000 steps a day, which isn't a lot, it's not ideal. And it was just, I don't move a lot in the day without actively walking because my job is pretty sedentary. I'm a community nurse and I'm a podiatrist. And yeah, in that job, we're sitting a lot, we're not doing a lot of steps. Obviously, you don't have to do 10,000 steps in one go. It's just 10,000 steps during your entire day. So this is including walking to your car, walking to the fridge to grab snacks. They're all steps that count. I also did a little bit of research and walking 10,000 steps a day actually uses up about 20% of the average person's calorie intake. Being truthful, don't think my calorie intake is the same as the average person, so I don't know what percentage 10,000 steps is going to take me. So that's a pretty cool thing that I didn't know. So I set my goal as 10,000 steps a day because it's a challenge and I want it to be challenging for me. Like if you're only able to get 2,000 or 5,000 steps, or if you're doing 10,000 steps and you want to get 20,000 steps, I think it's just fun to set something that is challenging and something that you can be proud of and achieve. A little bit about me, I will procrastinate anything. I'll procrastinate something that I enjoy doing. Classic example, I have roller skates. I love roller skating. Do I go out? No, I procrastinate till the very last minute until I can't go out. No, I'll sit around and watch YouTube and scroll on Instagram, seeing the same pictures I've seen for the same 10 days. So it's also a challenge for me in that way that I have to do it every single day. I have to try and form that habit. Next challenge is when do I get the steps in? Because clearly I'm not getting them in during my working days. I have to pick, do I go for a walk after work? Do I go for a walk before work? I don't like the sound of either of those. I'm not an early morning person. And when you get home from work, you just want to relax, eat dinner and chill out. I have to pick one. Somehow we ended up picking before work. I don't really know how because I'm not an early morning person. Also adding, this challenge was delayed by a week because we're in summer at the moment, but we just had weeks of rain, non-stop rain, and I couldn't possibly walk in the rain. I wanted this challenge to be as easy as it could, so it was delayed by a week until the rain stopped. Again, another excuse, but I feel like if I started walking in the rain, it would have made it far more miserable. Was already getting up earlier, didn't need to add in miserable weather. So getting into the challenge, day 1, alarm set 6:20, goes off. All intentions to get out to the walk at 6:30. We were walking by 7:15. But you know what? We were out, we were walking, we were watching the numbers on my phone climb, and we had started the challenge. We walked in the bush literally across the road from my house, and with my dreams shattered of being an early morning walker, I thought at least I'll get all my steps in one go. We did not. Every hill avoided, my lungs burning, my body craving the sweet sanctity of bed. We walked just under an hour and only got 6,000 steps, which is still great because that's triple what I was usually getting in a day, and it's only 9 o'clock, so small victory, or big victory. It was a big victory. Throughout the rest of the day, my working day, I got another 2,000 steps, and in the afternoon we did another 20-minute walk, and we had done it. We had gotten 10,000 steps on the first day. Day 2. My body now knew what was coming and I had lost the element of surprise. My 6:20 alarm went off again with all the intentions of getting out by 6:30, and we were out by 6:45. Improvement, really. It did not take me long to realise that my style is very much having the highest intentions and having them very quickly shattered by my desire to stay in bed as long as possible. As time went on in this challenge, I came to the realisation that I don't like waking up to the alarm. I don't like waking up at 6:20, and I continue to snooze it to 6 times a day I snooze. That means 6 times a day I'm waking up to that alarm. So eventually something clicked in my brain and I decided just get up with the first alarm. I forced myself out of bed because I don't want to go through that torture 6 more times in a day. So eventually in this challenge, the alarm went off and I got up and we got out at 6:30 in the morning to go for our walk. Now, we didn't walk every morning. Some mornings we slept in, especially on the weekends, and we did our walk in the evening or the afternoon. We had a few walks that became real staples as well. Usually early mornings we'd just go in the bush directly across my house. All you have to do is get up and walk out the door and you're on your walk. Other walks, we went around the lake, different scenery. I found walking in different places felt different. I like people watching sometimes. Sometimes I wanted the greenery of being in the bush. Sometimes I say I wanted hills. I didn't really.
I got it. We made it. I made it up the hill. I have no view or have anything to show you to prove it. But if you can tell by the red and sweat, we made it up the hill.
But sometimes I felt I needed to do the hills.
Fuck.
Sometimes I wanted a flat path, depended on the day, but I just wanted to get the 10,000 steps. It didn't take me long either to realise if I wanted to get 10,000 steps done in one walk, it takes me about an hour and 40 minutes. Some days I was super motivated, ready, wanted to get the 10,000 steps in one go. Other days I felt I didn't want to walk, didn't want to do any walking.
Super nice walk we're on, but I can't appreciate it because I'd rather be in bed.
And I just really had to push myself to get the 10,000 steps a day. I got real OCD about it during this challenge. I had to get 10,000 steps a day. Sometimes I even had to do laps of my own backyard.
Oh my god, it just changed over. We did it!
Sometimes we took my mum's dog with us for a walk, just change it up a little again. An important part of the routine as well became feeding the horses. Walking down to the paddocks and back would get me around 550 steps, and we do that twice a day, so there's 2,000 steps. There's 1,000 steps. The commitment was strong. We went away to Sydney for a weekend. We did a pub crawl with my partner's dad and we still had to get the steps in, so after the pub crawl we walked through the city just to get our steps up.
Check in, it's day 9. We've done most of our steps today on a pub crawl around Sydney. We just had 1,000 steps to go, so we walked to Woolworths to get a tub of chocolate custard, and now we're walking home. Definitely trying to walk my way out of a bad diet today. We'll see how we go.
One day even, it was raining, wasn't going to stop raining. We left it as late as we could. I couldn't not do the 10,000 steps. We went out in the rain and we did our walk, rain jackets and all. The whole point of this challenge is for me to lose weight. Currently weigh 89 kilos, so we will see if this challenge affects my weight.
I started recording on a slight incline, so that's why I'm breathing heavily. So we decided to get up early and go for a walk before work. I'm not really an early morning person, so it was hard. Just thought I'd jump on and give you some mid 10,000 step challenge week thoughts on how I'm going with the walking. It's crazy how much your walking fitness increases. The hills are still super hard, but yeah, you get up them faster, you take less breaks, you catch your breath at the end, like you recover a lot quicker. So that's been really good to see throughout, and you know, we're only just over halfway. I've enjoyed it so far. Some days have been better than others. Hello. We're day 12 check-in. I don't feel like being here. Don't feel like doing this at all. So I'm doing the minimal amount of walking. I've just stopped on a bench. Bo's about to go for a run to do the rest of his steps, and I'm gonna lay on this bench until he comes back. Minimal effort today, but we're here and we're doing it. We're on day 14, final day of walking 10,000 steps a day challenge. We're just on a normal 6:30 walk in the bush across from my house. Once we get home, I'll sit down and I'll tell you all about how it went and give you the results of what this did. But otherwise, I'll see you when I'm home.
Alright, here we are, 2 weeks later. Challenge is complete. Super happy to report back. I did in fact walk 10,000 steps or more every single day. So let's talk about how it went. Firstly, probably the main thing is, did I enjoy it? Which I have to say yes. Shockingly, I did, because challenges are challenging by nature. Usually I don't like being challenged. I really did enjoy this challenge, and I enjoyed getting 10,000 steps a day and having a goal of doing something every day. I was surprised by the accomplishment I felt by being able to tick off that I had done something that I had set out to achieve every single day. So long story short, did I enjoy it? Yes. Day one, I avoided all the hills. I was exhausted by the end of it, and we didn't even walk an hour. Day two, I tried to do some of the hills. They were torturous.
Oh fuck it looks flat behind me. But it's a big hill. I'll see you at the top.
I got to the top of that hill. My lungs were on fire.
Excuse my heavy mouth breathing.
I felt like I was having an asthma attack, and I don't have asthma. I don't have any issues. I just couldn't do the hill. But by the end of it, by day 14, I was running up the hill. I wasn't running. I don't run. But I walked up that hill with no issue. I was able to go on longer walks. Day one, a 40-minute walk was the most that I could do. By the end of it, I was doing an hour and a half walk, an hour and 40-minute walk. Towards the second half of the challenge, I found that I wasn't only aiming to get 10,000 steps, I was aiming to get 10,000 steps in a shorter amount of time. I also found that just like day-to-day activities, like things that I would dread doing, like walking to the laundry to hang the washing up, I was just like, oh, this is steps. I'll go hang the laundry out. Like, I found myself, I really wanted to get as many steps as possible. Also, touching on the early mornings again, my alarm is now for 10 past 6 instead of 20 past 6. It's still awful. I still hate getting up in the morning. I still hate that alarm going off, but I feel a bit better about waking up in the morning because I go on my walk and I'm done by 7:30, and then I have so many more hours in the day to get whatever else I want done. Also, I've been sleeping a lot better. I've never really had an issue with sleeping, but I just think being more active in the day, shocking news, being more active in the day makes your body a little bit more tired and might make you sleep easier. Crazy. I also just wanted to add in that I haven't changed my diet at all during this 2 weeks. I don't have a bad diet. I don't have a great diet. You know, some days are good, some days are not good. Amazing results. I've lost 2 kilos in 2 weeks. Obviously, I don't think if I keep walking 10,000 steps a day, I'll continue to lose weight at that rate, but an awesome kickstart to my weight loss goal. Thanks for watching and coming along on this 2 weeks. I really want to do some more challenges. I think the next one I want to do is the Couch to 5K, which is terrifying because I don't run. I don't know how to run. But yeah, I really want to give it a go and push myself even more. Alright, thanks so much for watching. If anyone has any suggestions or challenges that they think would suit me, drop them down in the comments. But otherwise, I will see you at the next challenge. Bye!
Alright, just keep walking past now.